Hello YouTube, this is a brief video sort of explaining a thing I wasn't able to find info on the feasibility of on the internet. I'm not actually going to explain the process, I'm just going to show you the aftermath. This is a 1997 BMW R850R. It is in pretty bad shape. It has 34,500 something miles on it. And I have run into a problem where the fuel pressure regulator, this item right here, has, I believe, gone bad. Now, the book, both the BMW shop manual and the climber manual, which I have, will tell you that the only way to replace that part, right there, is to remove the airbox and lift the entire, or rather, slide the airbox back after lifting the entire subframe of the bike. The climber manual actually even says you're supposed to remove the transmission, which is absolutely silly, and I don't understand why they recommend this, because what I have done, as you can see here, is I have unhooked enough things from the battery box that I am able to slide it out of the way. The basic process here was remove the tank, remove the battery, unbolt the screws holding the Motronic ECU unit to the front of the battery box by the two tangs here and here. Those screws are standard Phillips screws. It did take a bit of oomph to unhook them, which I think may be why they don't recommend them. And then I pulled the Bowden cable arrangement out, the cable linkage box right here, and I removed the central linkage cam here, and then the left and the right throttle body cables. With those removed, the only cable still connected to that Bowden box, as you can see down there, is the choke lever, or the fast idle lever that goes to this on the handlebar. So it is possible, which the book does not say, it is completely possible to change your fuel pressure regulator right here, and I don't think you can do it. You change the fuel pressure or the fuel distributor, because it's got these hard nylon lines here, and those lines go under the subframe rail. As you can see, the pivot's up here. So it does not appear like it is possible to change the entire distributor out without lifting the subframe, and probably without pulling the airbox back in some way. So that instruction makes perfect sense, but the instruction saying that you can't change the regulator is very likely, I believe, wrong, because it's clearly accessible right here. You can tilt this up. All you have to do is get your bike stripped down enough to where you can lift and maneuver the battery box out of the way. Hope that clarifies some things for anyone else who's interested. I don't know whether this will work on any bikes other than the R850R and R1100R, because this is an 850R. The 1100R is basically an identical bike. The only differences are in the engine here. I don't know precisely whether this will work with any 1150s. I have no clue. I've never worked on one of those. But as far as I'm aware, pretty much all of the 1100 and 850 Oilheads have the same exact distributor arrangement and the same pressure regulator part. And the same battery box arrangement. On bikes that have ABS, you would have mounted in this section here in the front the ABS pump and ABS unit. So that would be a lot more of a pain than on a non-ABS bike to remove the battery box, because you'd have to unhook the ABS system, which would mean you'd have to bleed the brakes and blah, blah, blah. So on a non-ABS bike, this is a whole lot easier to do this way. But as you can see, this is accessible. So just wanted to clarify that for anybody else who was curious. I have not been able to make a video of the whole process, but hopefully this shows you that you can do it without removing anything back here or down here. So hope that helps somebody out, and see you next time.